and welcome to another free.volous episode. I'm bringing you today another round of Empties products that I have used up till the very end, and I'm going to give you my impressions on them. Some are repeats because I like what I like, but some others are just new things that you may be interested in knowing how I feel about them. Keep in mind, it's my experience. It may be not transferable, you know what I mean. So let's start with hair, which is something that I don't talk about too much here on my channel. I don't have any big tips to give you. I have used up 2 conditioners. Now keep in mind, if my hair is short enough, which means about here, I do not use conditioner. I feel it travels up regardless of just using it on the ends. It travels up and my hair gets really oily really easily, so it doesn't need any help. So I usually use conditioner very mildly and once in a while, and I prefer to use maybe a spray-on leave-in conditioner later on. I feel that doesn't weigh my hair down as much, but my hair before I cut it recently was basically down to my boobs, and I had to use some conditioner because it was getting really hard to detangle just with a spray. The first thing I used up, and disclaimer, I use this mostly for for the scent. This is American Cream, the conditioner from Lush. If you smell this, it smells delightful. It smells, I think it's strawberries and banana and vanilla. It doesn't smell fruity, but it smells delicious and creamy, which I really like. I like a creaminess to a scent, which is something a bit difficult to find in scents which are usually gourmand and tend to be sickly sweet, but this has a perfect balance and this lasts really well on my hair. The scent is delightful. It's not super detangly, not the most amazing detangling thing I've ever used, but it smells so good. I once in a while go in to Lush and I buy one of the smaller bottles and just keep it because. The other conditioner that I used up is from Bioio. It's this one. It's the Be Gentle, Be Kind Kale and Apple Replenishing Superfood Conditioner. I'm going to completely ignore the superfood shenanigans. It's a really good conditioner. It really detangles the hair really easily. The hair is left really soft without any heaviness. But with this one, it takes longer to get heavy, if that makes any sense. So I really liked it. Bioio became a really expensive brand, even more than it used to be. And I'm super sad about that. One of my favorite shampoos is from them, but here we are. Once in a while, I get a few travel sizes sampler sets and I use them, and then I go back to my cheaper alternatives. The other product that I used up, and I bought this when I was in Spain recently, late August, early September. This is the Moroccan Oil dry shampoo. I was out, I didn't bring dry shampoo with me because, you know, when having just to carry on, this may be problematic depending on the person at the security counter. So I decided not to bring dry shampoo, and then I bought it there and I really like this. One of my all-time favorite dry shampoos is from Living Proof. This is a bit less expensive, but still in the very expensive range. So usually I use my Chlorane, the more affordable dry shampoos, regularly, and when there's a big sale and I can get something like this on sale, I get it. I recently got the Living Proof on sale at Sephora, so that's the one I have now, but I will probably wait for a sale on this because I really liked it too. This is for dark tones, for dark hair. Next up, for the body, we have, I use this up, and I think the hype is a bit real. Don't kill me. The Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. It smells so good. Boom Boom is how it's called in Brazilian. Yeah, this is from Sol de Janeiro, and it's delightful. I really like the pistachio-y scent. I recently smelled the Kayali pistachio, gelato, whatever perfume. It's very similar to this. This is expensive, but the Kayali is even more expensive. So maybe getting a body mister of this. This lasts really well on the skin. In terms of the scent, the fragrance lingers on for quite a nice amount of time, and it feels really nourishing on the skin, but not too heavy. So it's a really nice cream. It's not the most moisturizing ever, but it's quite nice and nourishing. I used it up in the summertime. Oh, I really love the smell. Whenever I go to Sephora, I always look at that orange section that they have there, and I ponder buying it, but it's so expensive that it's one of those things, if I find it on sale at a good price, I may go back to it because I really love the scent. There you go. One that I keep on repurchasing and is as expensive, if not more, but this one, for me, it's worth it. You know what I'm gonna say, right? It's that time of the year. Paula's Choice BHA Body Spot Exfoliant. Body Smoothing Spot Exfoliant. Huge name. I use these ones up on my back. If I spend too long without using this, my acne comes back. So I keep this with me at all times, keep repurchasing it. I'm never without it because I really need it in my life. It really works for me. I'm curious about the retinol one or some other exfoliating one for the rest of the skin. I don't know if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments below. Now, onto the face, and I only have two skincare products here. This is the Geek and Gorgeous 101 Mighty Melt. This is their cleansing balm. My friends, I have a new favorite. This is the best affordable melting kind of cleansing balm that I've tried recently. It is very evocative of the Clinique cleanser, the cleansing balm, the what's it called, Vanilla Co, that kind of, it looks like coconut butter, completely solid, and then you apply it to the skin and it melts into an oil. That's the kind of product. It's not a balmy balm, if that makes any sense. It gets the job done so beautifully, no irritation. Geek and Gorgeous is hands down my favorite affordable skincare brand for sure. Geek and Gorgeous, it's where it's at. Love the balm, will repurchase it very soon. I have to go through a new cleansing oil that I'm trying, liking it, but I prefer this cleansing balm. For sure, the oil will last me a lot longer, but I prefer cleansing balms as a whole. This little one here, I bought 4 of these for less than the price of a normal eye cream. This is a Sudoasu ginseng eye cream. I think it comes in a big normal full-size bottle for 120 euros or something like that, and then you can buy the minis, and the minis have 4 mils, but it lasts so long. It's such a delightful creamy cream for your under eyes. It's emollient and rich enough to feel like it's a good cushioning, blankety kind of cream without feeling very occlusive, without being too slidey under makeup. I can use this in the daytime, no problem. It's one of my favorite finds from this year, suggested by Skin Minimalist on Instagram. She is full on there. And the ginseng, supposedly is really good. It's a really nice type of ginseng. You can go to Odile Monod here on YouTube and hear her talk all about the different types of ginseng. This is the good one, the best one, I think. So great for, you know, cell turnover, anti or slow aging, all that crap. That is nice and that I like. Keep it in mind, it's crap in a good way. Now, lips. I have 2 products here that got a bit too old because ever since I found the Too Faced Pillow Balm, I think that's what's called, and the Mario Badescu lip balm. I haven't been using anything else, and my other lip balms are starting to die. And so here they are. Lanolips 101 ointment. This is very well known by many people. It's a really good lanolin based ointment. This one is good for, you know, lips, cuticles, everything. I really liked Lanolips. I think it's a bit expensive, but I've bought, you know, nipple cream, which is lanolin, the same thing, at the pharmacy, and it's really expensive, but it comes in a big tube. So it levels itself out, I'd say. I like lanolips, I like lanolin. I have no allergic reaction to lanolin, although I have to wool. It makes me break out on my neck if I have something against my skin. It just starts to itch and feels super uncomfortable, but not to lanolin itself. So I can use it. It works amazingly on very chapped lips. It's more one of those that creates a barrier and prevents further dehydration of the lips, and helps the lips stay cushiony and protected to heal themselves, not something that you feel actively healing, if you know what I mean. I'm completely on the Too Faced Pillow Balm bandwagon. What can I say? So that one works so beautifully for me that, yeah. The other one is the Bioio Cic à Lèvres from Uriage. Again, really nice. I've talked about this before. I still do say this is a really good one, but it's too old and I haven't been using it, and it started to feel a bit dodgy, so I'm getting rid of it. Again, if I want an affordable lip balm, I have the Mario Badescu one. I'm on my third tube of that and I love it, so I don't see myself going back to this anytime sooner. Sunscreens. I am still using sunscreens. I keep one bottle to show you. Everything else I get rid of immediately. Another La Roche-Posay and Thelios UV Immune 400 Invisible Fluid, which is my favorite one. There seems to be one for oily skin, but some people complain it pills. And some things that don't pill on others pill on me, let alone things that pill on others. Those will pill on me for sure. So unless I get some of that for free, somebody that gives me an extra bottle they have lying around to try out or something, I will not probably try the oily skin version. I stay super faithful to the invisible fluid. It is a fluid, it's very lightweight, it absorbs very well into the skin, it doesn't leave a white cast at all, it has that increased UVA protection with the special filters from La Roche-Posay, which I really rate because I need all the protection from my melasma, which is completely absurd and comes out regardless of what I do to it. So I'm very faithful to this sunscreen. Whenever the UV ratings are high, this is the one I use regardless of whatever. And I only play with other sunscreens when the UV ratings are lower and I can risk a bit more. I know that sounds weird and over-protective in a way, but that's how it goes. Now, La Roche-Posay and Thelios, this is the mattifying invisible mist or something. The SPF mist. It's so nice. It's a fine mist. It is slightly mattifying, but it's not mattifying. It's not going to dry you out. It's just not going to change the finish or the texture or the feeling of your skin to something dewy. I like to use this as a top-up. When I reapply my sunscreen, I actually reapply sunscreen. I sometimes bring makeup with me to reapply the makeup again. Yes, I'm that person because I need to apply the full amount of the sunscreen each time. But in between things, or if I'm just gonna step out for a bit or something like that, I don't need to be as protective of my skin. I can do this, apply this over the skin, several mists on each side, let it set. Do this in a ventilated area or outside. Usually I use this outside because it is an intense mist and you shouldn't breathe it in. I think better not to risk it. But yeah, I really like this. This may sometimes leave a bit of a powdery whitish residue, but after letting it set for a couple of minutes, I just pat that back in and it disappears. Honestly, I'm more interested in protecting my skin than in looking good, which makes some sense but not fully sense. But anyway, it is me. Now the last one, again, I've already repurchased this on a Sephora sale with the dry shampoo Milk Pore Eclipse setting spray. My friends, I have good things and bad things to say about this. So Oh, my leg is numb. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We're fine. We're fine. I have good things and bad things to say about this, but obviously the good outweighs the bad because I've just repurchased it. This is the best setting mist that I've tried. Before this, I used the Makeup Forever setting mist, which I love. And I think that's a few notches above the All Nighter setting spray, which is a really good setting spray. This, I think, as a setting spray, is a bit better even than the Makeup Forever one. This, although it says pore eclipse and mattifying and whatever, again, I feel is one of those that just doesn't change the finish of your makeup. If you have a glowy, glossy highlighter, it's not gonna mattify it down or anything. It's just not going to change what's on your face to a dewy finish, which some people need for their skincare and to add some more hydration and to look glowier because they have dry skin. On me, I need stuff to set and to stay put, please. I have combination to oily skin, oilier in the summertime, and this has been a great addition to my collection. I always go, when I want something to last all day or all night, in this case, which is when I don't have to reapply sunscreen, I go with Power Grip Primer from e.l.f. I go with a good setting powder. I've been loving the Huda one, but there are plenty in the market. And then at the end, I need a good setting mist. And I think these three combined, with your powers combined, I am Captain Planet. If you remember that. Use retinol. But anyway, I think this combination is the best to give me the most longevity out of a makeup look without crackling my my foundation or looking too cakey, overpowered, you know. Powdered, not overpowered, overpowdered. But this in itself, if I'm not using the primer, I always use some powder, but this and powder as a daily thing, I can get behind. The Kryolan mist is the most potent, but that one is kind of like hairspray. So I only use it for special occasions, for work, when I have to be on stage, stuff like that. For every day, this is great. I don't think this eclipses your pores or anything like that, but it is, in terms of performance, amazing. Problem. This nozzle clogged. And that's really annoying because this is super expensive. This is almost 40 euros at full price. I bought it on sale, of course, but this is almost 40 euros, I think, on full price. So it shouldn't clog. I'm paying a bijou price for it to not clog and to perform. You need to have everything, packaging and product, for this price range, and this clogs. So I transferred it to an old spray bottle and I kept on using it. That spray bottle is starting to clog too. But funnily enough, it took longer for the other spray bottle to clog. Maybe it's wider and not as fine of a mist, and so it takes longer to clog up. But this clogs, and that's the biggest downside for me. We'll see how the second bottle that I buy performs. Maybe it was a malfunction from this specific bottle. And I don't know why, but it could happen. But yeah, I'm not happy with the fact that it started to clog, it started to spit on parts of my face, you know, and it stopped being a beautiful fine mist and became really a nuisance in that sense. Now let's say the Makeup Forever one, at least the mister that I had, also, it didn't clog, but it was very spitty. It wasn't very fine. It wasn't very comfortable to use. So, and the Urban Decay, I don't remember, so I can't compare. But yeah, the Makeup Forever didn't clog, but it was off the bat a less misty mist and more of a speckly sort of mister. This one, yeah, it clogged after, I'd say, 2 months of almost daily use, maybe. It lasts me a long time. That's why I bought it again also, because it lasted me quite a good amount of time, almost 6 months, I think. So it's kind of okay if I only have to buy it twice a year. Kind of okay, as long as I wait for the sales. But yeah, overall, that's it. Those are my reviews. I hope you have enjoyed this webisode. If you have, like, comment down below what you want to see next from me. If you haven't and you want to see more from me, please do subscribe. I cannot afford to post regularly. There's no regular scheduling. I'm a very small, tiny, minimal YouTuber, so I'm not on the algorithm. I'm not going to be suggested to you again. If you want to come back, consider subscribing. I think it's the best choice. And after all that said, as usual, thank you for spending your time on me, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!